We visited, we prayed, and then we were asked to leave. And now we know what it's like to grieve. Face me with misfortune or losing a limb, I'd take it any day over leaving him. But we will return and walk the land, smell the heat and the musk in our hands, the scent of the messenger lingering through time. We will return with the permission of the divine. We will walk on the footsteps of the man who held with him the hearts of mankind, whose legacy preserved we find, etched in the city's cracks and crooked lines, who played in markets with his boys as his laughter echoes with the sweetest noise. We will taste the salt in the air from his tears that constantly cared about men and women he'd never met, about children to come, and better yet, we will rest in the places that he laid his head, under tall date trees where he broke his bread, and we will follow in the path that he tread as he walked to the Almighty in the life that he led, and we will prostrate where he too placed his head. We will return to the land built on his blood as he fought for our faith, for we are his beloved, as he braved the trenches and the swords and the battle scars. We will return to the land, the city lit up by the stars, his companions that threw themselves in harm's way to protect his life and ensure that his message remained till today. We will eat from the trees that he planted with his own hands, in gardens so vast where his legacy stands. We will climb the mountains that he made shake, stand on the rocks that couldn't take the weight of his blessed character, because he was Muhammad the Great, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we did. We visited, we prayed, and then we were asked to leave. And now we know what it's like to grieve. To be in the land where his close ones died, where victories were won and celebratory cries were heard through the streets, and the faithful ones wept, for the oneness of God was proclaimed and his commandments were ordained. We will return to the city where we watch the sun set between minarets, and the call to prayer is loud and clear, rung with pride all these years, where it wakes up the sleeping one so that he may stand in line to attest to the greatness of the Most High and the messenger as a sign, where the community of the faithful hold him so dear, where we send him salam standing so near, where our tears drop in the same spots as his, where our voices ring in the same air that his did, where we seek the same closeness to God as him, where we whisper to God in our prayer, following his actions to the T. We will return so that we may see his legacy as it stands today, and drink from the spring that he also sipped, and walk under the sun where his blessed sweat dripped. And we did. We visited, we prayed, but then we were asked to leave, and now we know what it's like to grieve. So, O pilgrim who makes his way, know that there will come a day where you'll leave this all behind, and as you exit the city with him in mind, just take a piece back in your heart so that you can bear the pain of being apart from the one who filled the city with light. And by remembering his strength and might, we continue our journey and build our lives, and upon whose wisdom our faith will thrive. Because if the trunks of the trees couldn't help but weep when the beloved departed, my Lord, what about those like me? So dearest pilgrim, in your own town when you prepare to leave, pack your bags, but just be ready to grieve.